Chase Iron. So, Spirit asked for me to be here. Alright? Um, this is involving masks. Take off your mask. I won't be answering questions today. I will be doing readings later. And a live reading, and I will be asking, taking questions or whatever. But this is basically just a message from Spirit. I'm sorry that I wasn't on the past week. I had someone pass in my family, and it's been really hard. As you know, my aunt was I loved her very much. I love her very much. And I've been through deaths in my family, my dad, my brothers, over and over and over again, people passing close. So it's life, it's something that we deal with. This one kind of hit me hard. But, I'm rising above that, remembering her for the joy that she was. So with that said, I wanted to talk to you about masks. We all put on masks. We put on masks to mask what we're feeling inside. And we need to live in what is real. Okay? We need to be able to absorb what is real and walk with what is real. I wanted nothing more to just lay in my bed today until it was time for me to go to work and just chill out. But Spirit got me up and said, look, ground yourself, talk to people, because you're not the only person that's going through something. So if this resounds with your spirits, stay on. If it doesn't, keep on, find a message that does. But right now, this is what Spirit is saying. This is what Spirit is telling me to speak about today. I am going to do some energy cards here, oracle energy cards, just to see where our energy is at this point in time. Spirit, is there anything that you would like to share with the collective at this moment? Okay. So, what came up was carrying connections. And I feel Spirit is showing this to us because, for one thing, when we're going through trials and tribulations, we may forget that we have people that care about us. We have people that we can reach out to, that we can talk to about, our problems. We are not alone, okay? You are not alone. Whoever this message is for, Spirit is saying you are not alone, okay? Maybe you're a person who's used to building other people up, and it's hard for you to ask for someone to do the same for you. Well, take this moment, reach out to your loved ones, reach out to someone else, talk to someone else, whether it's a counselor, whether it's just a friend who's not family, but they say blood is thicker than water, right? Not all the time. Sometimes, this person that's close to you doesn't have to be family. And Spirit is telling you to reach out. Stop trying to take things upon yourself all the time. Stop trying to be the one. And most times life makes you the one where you're the rock, I'm speaking to the rocks right now. People who are the rocks of their family. And a lot of times people lean on you. But sometimes when people lean on you so much, you can topple over. Who are you leaning on? Spirit is saying, reach out, talk. Don't be all closed up, and don't keep your feelings all bottled up inside. Spirit is saying, open up, reach out. Use the connections that Spirit is bringing to you so that you can come up out of that funk, whatever it is. Spirit, are there any more in this deck? Okay. I have Angel of Love. So Spirit is letting us know that our spirit team will always be with us. We just talked about reaching out for close connections, you know. But Spirit is reminding me that me and you as well, that you have these connections, right? But don't forget that they're here too. Your spirit team is always with you, no matter what, through whatever. They're down forever. They're your ride or die. Your spirit team. Always remember that. And the number 14 may be significant for you. If any of you out there are into numerology, research the spiritual meaning of the number 14, okay? And matter of fact, the number 14 has been coming up a lot in a lot of my messages for people that Spirit has directed through me. And again, the number 49, there's a 4 in there as well, okay? So this reminds us that we always have God. We always have the angels. We always have our spirit guides, our spirit team, okay, that surrounds us. We're never alone. For anyone out there feeling alone, you're not alone. You're not alone. Spirit, is there anything else you would like to tell the collective at this time? Sometimes things can happen in your life, right? And there's other hurdles that you combat, you defeat it in this life, right? So many wars that you won. And then something else just comes along, right? And it makes you go right back into that time, right into that battle, the ghost of those battles that you fought before. And in this, man, you are divinely protected. There's another angel. They're just reminding us that the spirit team, oh my God, guys, the spirit team, your spirit team has your back no matter what you're going through right now. This is a reminder that you are not alone. If they can't emphasize this enough, these are the cards that came out. Family, angels, again, angels. You are surrounded by angels and backed. You are protected. I don't know what you may be going through right now, but Spirit had me get up out of bed to let y'all know you are protected. You are divinely protected. And even though you may feel just alone, pray. And watch how that Holy Spirit just goes over you and just embodies you. You embody it. You're able to just breathe. Just breathe with no weight on your shoulders anymore. Just breathe. Because you are protected, collective. You're protected. You're guided by Spirit. Let's see what we have from let the Bible speak to us. See what Bible verses we can pull up in this time, okay? Spirit is directing me to use the biblical tarot. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has to say to us now. And if any of you are going through some hard times, I'm sending light, love, and happiness, peace your way, okay? 2 cards fell out. Okay. So this is the number 14. So, like I say, 4 is significant today. 14, 40, 444. If you're seeing those numbers, That is a message directly from Spirit to you, okay? Do not be heavy in your soul. This one is the King of Grains, Joseph in charge of Egypt. And this is taken from Genesis 41:41, okay? Significant spiritual number, angel number, 41:41. Look, energy does not lie, okay? This is all energy in play. These numbers are significant as they carry a frequency, okay? And when you see these synchronicities, you're on the frequency of the angels, of the spiritual, of the divine. And this is God speaking to you, okay? He's saying, pay attention. You're not alone. I'm here. Listen. And sometimes when he speaks to you, it can become in a form that you may not suspect. You could be scrolling through TikTok and you happen to see this message and you decide to stop and look. Maybe it's because of Spirit. I'm not even going to say maybe. It is because of Spirit. Because if you're still here listening, that means that it's resounding with your spirit. Okay? And this is good. I'm doing this reading, not only for you, but for myself. And this is speaking to my spirit. Okay? He is reassuring. I'm being reassured by Source that, hey, I'm with you. You're not alone. You don't have to be the rock all the time. You don't. So the rock is part of a mountain, right? A big mountain. So you're part of something. And sometimes you got to lean on that, what you're part of. And that's what Spirit is saying. Remember that although you may be the rock, I'm your rock. Okay? I'm here for you. Use the resources that I have for you so that you can continue to be that foundation that's needed. So this is King of Grains, Joseph in charge of Egypt. Now, think of that. Wasn't that a great responsibility, a big position? A big position. To be in charge of a whole country? You have to be the rock for so many people, right? So Pharaoh said to Joseph, I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt. So this is confirmation that Source is speaking to those who are in a position where you are a leader. A lot of times people look up to, all the time people look up to leaders, right? You ever wonder who's helping the leader out? Who's there for the leader? How can that leader stay strong? The leader has the support of the divine, just as Joseph did in Egypt. Remember, guys, 41:41, okay? Anybody out there, being called by Spirit also means that you need to be doing research, okay? You need to be doing your research. Anybody, out there, who is, you're wondering what is 444, what is 41:41, look it up, okay? Look up the spiritual meaning of the number 41. Look up the spiritual meaning of 444, and then you'll see how it resounds with you. It's amazing. I could just tell you, but I found that I recalled more and it stuck more with me when I did my research, okay? So the next card is 3 of Grains, okay? So this is, King of Grains, 3 of Grains. And the numbers here, this is taken from 1 Kings 6 verses 12. All right? And it says, as for this temple you are building, if you follow my decrees, observe my laws, and keep all my commands and obey them, I will fulfill through you the promise I gave to David your father. So this carries a very significant theme. Here you have Joseph being in charge of Egypt, right? Powerful position, right? And then we move from that to a temple being built. Um, and there was the building of Solomon's temple, which was a great thing, right? And Spirit is, God is telling him, look, as long as you follow my commands, as long as you acknowledge my Spirit and let me lead you, this is what's going to happen. So this is speaking to all of those out there. And I want to show you, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a slight rainbow there, and the rays are shining down, okay? And then there's clouds. So right now, your life may be feeling a little bit cloudy, right? You may feel like there's clouds hanging over you. But through that, the sun ray comes through. And God is saying, look, I got you, boo. I got you. I got you. Yeah, this is a big undertaking. Yeah, you got a lot of pressure on you. Yeah, I get that. But you got to remember to look around and see that Spirit is here with you, okay? See what I give you. It may be in the form of a person just speaking the words at the right time to you. It could be in any form. He's saying to be alert, pay attention, okay? Know that I am here with you. Through it all, I'm here. Spirit doesn't promise that we aren't going to see adversity in our life. No. He knows that we will. Spirit knows that we will. And Spirit is telling us, look, through this adversity, I need you to keep your head up, keep your chin up. I'm here. I will always be here. You know, I will always be with you. I will be here to help you and guide you through all the turmoil and the stress and the feelings of heaviness. I am the ray that parts the clouds. Spirit, is there anything else? Okay. The third part, Queen of Feathers. 1 Samuel 25, verses 33. Queen of Feathers. And it's Abigail, the peacemaker. All right? May you be blessed for your good judgment and for keeping me from bloodshed this day and from avenging myself with my own hands. So Spirit is speaking to us because who of us who are rocks and foundations feel that we can be our worst enemy? Send a heart if you've ever felt that way, you know? If you could be your worst enemy. You may be thinking the worst of yourself, and then you find out that, hey, it's not that way. Really, you're such a light to people and such an inspiration to people. And Spirit is telling you to say, keep your head up, you know? You are a light. You are a beacon. You are a person that I am using, okay, to bring up the vibration of the heaviness in this world, to bring that light to people, to be that light to people when they're feeling down, even when you're feeling down. You have such a powerful spirit team that is backing you up, okay? You're not alone. You may be feeling down. You may have these big responsibilities. So you put on this mask because you have to continue to be that person for other people, okay? But you are powered by Spirit. You are powered by Spirit. You may have to be the peacemaker in situations to smooth out everything. That takes energy. That takes so much energy. And you may feel drained. But Spirit is there to always fill you up. Spirit always has your back. Okay? Again, I can't say this enough. You are not alone. It's like Spirit keeps putting that in my head to say that you are not alone, because somebody out there needs to hear that. More so, hear it. You need to feel it deep in your soul that you are not alone. Spirit is here with you through everything, okay? Through everything. Feel that. Breathe that. Be that. Spirit is saying. All right. Let's see who else is with you here. This is angels and ancestors, okay? Spirit, please tell us what we need to know. Okay. Is there any more that I can pass on to the collective here. Yeah, guys, you are not alone. I just feel such an overwhelming sense of peace, you know, from hearing this message myself. It resounds in my spirit powerfully. Okay. Spirit is saying that you are powerful. Magic Guardian came up. And as I'm saying this, the wind starts blowing really hard, okay, out here. I like doing my readings out in the open, in nature. It feels so good. It feels so much more in touch. But here it says Magic Guardian. I want you to unlock your magic within. Magic Guardian, okay? So, people, a lot of times you could be you're a rock because of that magic that you have within. People are naturally drawn to you because of your light. You're a beacon. You shine. You calm. You rejuvenate people. But in that, we got to remember to rejuvenate ourselves. And this must be powerful because the wind is blowing really, really hard as I say this. Yeah. Ground with nature, y'all. Go out in nature. You know, I hate to say hug a tree, but hug a tree, you know. Get in sync with the earth. The earth is powerful. The vibrations that come from the earth, I mean, scientifically they've proven that the earth's vibration can affect us. The air, you know. I don't know if you remember old people saying, there must be a storm coming because my joints are about to hurt. The atmospheric pressure can even affect us. So yes, the earth has a pull on our body, the moon, like it pulls the tides in and out. We are mostly water. So don't you think the moon can affect us as well? Speaking of the moon, Spirit is saying to do, I don't think I have it. Yeah, I do. No, I know. Moonology card. Okay, y'all. Excuse me for just a second. Sorry. Okay. So this is Moonology here. Alright. Oops. Well, that's the card. First card that flops out. Let's see what that says, man. You didn't even get a chance to. Okay. Spirit is saying to work through your fears. And that's funny because early this morning I got a message to conquer fear. Alright. So this must be something that a lot of us are feeling right now. Certain fears. It doesn't matter what it is. But whatever it is, Spirit is saying to conquer it. And in conquering that fear, you need to remember that you got backup. You got plenty of backup out here. You have backup from the highest, from God. You have backup, okay? You have backup in your family. You have backup in your friends. Whatever it may be, you have backup, spiritual backup. You have your ancestors as well, okay? Asking you to go within, find that inner magic, you know? So work through your fears. Working through your fears will unblock things that you thought was once blocked, okay? And the second card that fell out was to expect powerful change. So in working through your fears and conquering it and realizing that you have the spirit team, you are not alone, that makes room. That makes room for powerful change to come in your life. But if you're laying down and you're feeling sorry for yourself and you're in a, you're throwing a whole pity party for yourself, how can you come to this? Not saying that it's not okay to take a break, to go into hermit mode, because when you do, you have a time for healing. Okay? You're able to look deep within yourself. See what's going on. Look up under the trunk. Inspect that engine. Make some tweaks. Okay? Get to really, really know yourself in that stillness, in that quiet. And in that, you'll be working through your fears. You'll be making changes. You'll be healing, of course. And in that, you got to remember that you're not alone. Keep telling yourself you're not alone, okay? And you're going to continue to be there for others because it's just you. That's who you are, okay? And there was a fourth card that fell out too. A lot of us may be having dreams. Do you journal your dreams? You write them down? Because that's our subconscious mind speaking to us. It may be things that happen during the day and we're like, we can't really think on those, you know, because you're just living your life. You have so many responsibilities, but when you sleep, it's your body's time to really, really think back on things that happened during the week, during the day. And in that, you get clarity. Now, sometimes we don't remember our dreams, but when you do, write them down and have faith in your dreams. It may not make sense, no matter how small, you know, no matter how small the fragment is of your dream. Just write it down. Just write it down. Don't try to think too much about it. Just write it down. Keep writing them down. And one day you go back and you read it after a week or after 2 weeks. Things start to click and find perspective and make sense. And then you got to remember throughout that week and throughout the next week or whatever, there's other things that come into the flow of your life. And, you know, you connect that with your dream too, and things just start making sense, okay? And in it, you need to ask God for clarity, you know? This is God speaking to you. God has spoken to us so many times, and, you know, we've been told, you know, by, you know, various religious dogma, how to interpret when we feel the Spirit, you know. Sometimes we even miss it because of how we've been taught, you know. We don't know how to use the clarity or the insight that's given to us by Spirit. That's what I'm trying to say. So Spirit is wanting you to become more in tune, to meditate, you know, to get a routine, to get a structure, so that you're recognizing what Spirit is having to say. You're putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and it's forming a whole picture for you. Okay, let's see. We have, let's see what wisdom Spirit has for us through this oracle deck here. Yeah, clarity is a must in this. You know, things could be foggy, and we need Spirit to illuminate some things for us. So when you ask for that guidance, that spiritual guidance, that illumination, it does become apparent. It does become clear. You get a knowing that it's without doubt that this is the way Spirit is leading me. Oh man, okay, I don't know if that's too many. Okay, no, it's 2 cards. Okay, so I don't know. It's like the moon is coming up quite a bit here, wanting us to focus on the moon. Let's see. So moon, phase, cycles, intuition. So they're wanting you to focus on the moon phases and its cycles and the intuitions that you've been given, okay, in your spirit. Sometimes for me, it's like a feeling in my gut. It's just a knowing. I know. It's an intuition that I follow. And every single time, the way I feel here always pans out. Always. is clear direction from the Spirit. So this is phases, cycles, intuition. We all need to be in tune with the Spirit at this time. You know, maybe if that involves just being realistic with it, sitting under the moon, maybe going to the beach. If you're close to the beach, sitting in the sand, grounding yourself, letting the moon's light flow over you. God, that's so appealing to me. I need to do that, actually. Yeah, so you get in sync. We just talked about this earlier, right? About how we're mostly water. And I was just mentioning how the moon can pull upon the tides and make them go back and forth, and how it can also influence us. Can put us back in line, too. In alignment with Spirit. Energize you is what I'm getting. It's like an energizer. So yeah, that makes sense, because we started off talking about how a lot of us are rocks, right? We're the foundation. So, and I talked about how we could be a rock but part of a mountain, right? But in being a rock, you might feel like you're that mountain and you're standing alone, but you're not. God has the earth to help recharge us. And if we're not aware of these things, then we may find ourselves under storm clouds and falling into depression and all sorts of things, because we're not aware of how we can tune ourselves, fine-tune ourselves, get our energy back. Okay? So, yeah, ground yourself get out there in nature. Let the moon recharge you. Let the sun recharge you. Don't stay in where you're just inside and you're avoiding things, you know. Still be that rock and know that God is your rock, okay? He put you in a very special position. You are a light. You are a beacon, and God has your back. You are surrounded by angels. You have a powerful spirit team. Do not be afraid. Conquer your fear. God is here with you, walks with you. When you're asleep, watches over you, speaks to you through your dreams. You are never alone. You are never alone. So moon, be in tune with nature, okay? Rosemary. So rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, faithfulness. God knows that you're loyal and faithful to Him. Everything that you've done, He remembers. And as I say that, the wind picks up again. It was so still out here. And as I say that, you know, all the wind just goes through the trees, and God is beautiful. But Spirit wants you to know, that's confirmation that you are remembered. Spirit, God knows your loyalty. God knows your faithfulness. He knows your steadiness in being the foundation. And the foundation for others. He knows that you're full of love, that you're such a bright light. And your light is not shining alone, because your spirit team is around you, powering that light, okay? One more. Yeah, I've been there and still there sometimes, you know, where I feel like, you know, I got to stand up and be strong all the time. And how? And I know that looking back through it all, it's always been God. It's always been God. Whether it's people that's been sent to me, whether it's, you know, me standing, like I feel like I'm standing on my own, but not, because there's always been the Spirit there. And see, Spirit is speaking to us, okay? This is Spirit saying that you are in safety, that you are comforted, and you will continue to have that spiritual connection, that there is a spiritual connection. This is earth. And when you see a fireplace, it makes you feel warm and just, well, for me anyway, I don't know if some people are scared of fire, but for me, I feel like warmness, you know, a sense of warmness, even a sense of safety and comfort, you know, laying by the fire. Everything's cool, everything's nice, everything's at peace, everything's cozy and safe. So this is what Spirit is saying. I'm here. I am that fire. I am that safety. I am that warmness that pours over you. I am that Holy Spirit. Spiritual connection right there. Pointing to the wrong. Oh, spiritual connection right there. So, you know, I don't know how many times Spirit can say in this message that, hey, I got you. I am here for you. I am surrounding you. I am your fire. Use me as fuel. I am your fire. Use me as fuel. This is Spirit saying that. I am your fire. Use me as fuel. Spirit, I am your fire. Use me as fuel. Okay? Let that resound deep down in your soul and your spirit. Let that resound. Do you still feel alone? Do you still feel like you have no hope? Pray. Spirit is here with you. Spirit is not leaving. Okay? And let's see what the unifying consciousness has to say. This is a collective read, so we'll see what the unifying consciousness has to say here. Yeah, so I'm just loving the energy right now. The Spirit is giving to us to keep on keeping on, in a sense. Keep on moving. Knowing that God is here with us. Knowing that we're not alone. Like I say, Spirit keeps saying the same thing over and over and over and over again here in this message. Because I feel that it's those of us who feel that way. Shoot. I was feeling that way, you know, earlier in the week, you know, feeling like I had to put on a face for people, even through my sadness, through the, you know, from the death of my aunt, feeling like I had to still be that person to put on this face for people. But God is saying, you know, yes, you are a beacon, yes, you are a light. But remember to take time when you need to take time. You know, rest, re-energize yourself in whatever way is necessary, Spirit. Okay, that's the card has to fall out. So, yeah. So in this, we have the world, okay? So through peace and introspection, this is what happens, okay? And let me read to you exactly what that means in here. So the world, this is the conscious mind. 21, let's see. So, first of all, blessing. May you create the world your heart and soul desire. So, in this, what we talked about, you are creating the world in which your heart and soul desires. Okay? And so take a moment. This is what it says. Take a moment to pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Someone needs to hear this. If you need to hear this, put a heart there. Put a yes. Affirmation, yes. Yes. Take a moment to pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Then get ready to move on. Move on. Don't stay stagnant. And I just pulled that. See, and now this makes sense, you know, because I'm like, okay, this card, the Hangman, is stagnation, right? So why am I stagnant? All right. So Spirit is saying to move out of that stagnant phase. Okay? Yes, you're still for a moment to regroup yourself, but continue to move on. Pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Then get ready to move on. As this cycle of your life or situation reaches success and completion, another is getting ready to begin. Focus on the details that allow this to end seamlessly so that you can move on to your next chapter unencumbered by loose threads. Contemplate your next journey with the openness of the Fool. And I just talked about the Fool card, right? So the openness of the Fool, yet applying the master strokes honed by the world. Well, earlier I had pulled the Fool card, right? So this is saying to contemplate your next journey with the openness of the Fool and apply the master strokes honed by the world. So you're taking a leap of faith even though you feel alone, okay? You may not want to move, but Spirit is saying move. Move. Keep on keeping on, okay? This has been the message. I have your back. I got you. But you got to believe I got you, okay? Keep moving. Don't be still, okay? God will continue to bless you. You are a powerful manifester and you are forming your world. Keep moving. Don't stop, okay? Ain't that a song? Keep on moving, those keep on moving. I forget who made that song, but it was way, way back in the day. So yeah, keep on moving. Embody that. Be that. Spirit, are there any more messages you wish to share from this deck for the collective? Keep on moving. Don't stop, guys. Don't stop. Be that beacon. Be that light. Be that influence. You know, whatever you're meant to do, you're meant to do, so do it. That sounds like a term from Confucius, but yeah, whatever you're meant to do, you're meant to do, so do it. Keep on moving. Don't stop. Keep on moving. Now that the song is in my head, I feel like singing it. And I feel like dancing. And I guess that's what Spirit wanted. Okay? Okay, so yeah, we are going through, you could be going through trying times. Look. Alright? But he's saying to move through it. Move through it. Alright? Whatever that is. Because you know what? Through trials and tribulations, just like, you know, when that grain of sand irritates an oyster, I think it is, or a clam, one of them, whatever. But through that irritation, a pearl forms, all right? So we're going to go through trials. We're going to go through tribulations, matters of the heart, you know, that could be stabbing. We all know that pain, right? Move through it. Don't lay stagnant in that pain, all right? Yeah, it might hurt. I see it a lot of times with some of my patients when they have an injury, you know, and they end up going to rehab for the injury. And, you know, they may have had surgery on a knee or a hip or whatever. And a lot of them at times don't want to move that joint because it hurts so bad, okay? But when you don't, it leads to that joint being locked up, the bone, all right? And when they have to fix that, that's more painful than the problem that brought you in for the surgery in the first place. They have to shatter it again, okay? So if you don't move, even when you have an injury, you can get stuck in that. You can become stagnant in that problem, and then it becomes a loop, a constant loop, a loop of pain, a loop of pain. We don't want to be stuck in those loops. We want to move through it. We got to move through it. We got to move through it, y'all. Okay? Matter of fact, let me read the interpretation of this. Number 3. That is number... Yeah, good. Okay. Here we go. 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords. The activation is what have we been talking about, right? So the activation is, I value even the hardest of life's lessons. I value even the hardest of life's lessons. That's the affirmation that Spirit is asking you to remember and say. I value even the hardest of life's lessons. Because in valuing that comes what? Let's see. So yeah, man, this is this is for the collective. This is for somebody, okay? This is for all of us. So Spirit says, you've experienced pain in the past that still feels like swords piercing your heart. You thought that surely your heart must have broken, yet despite the hurt and betrayal, you've discovered that it still beats strongly. So you're gonna live, you're gonna live through this, all right? It's just a lesson that's being learned right now, okay? Nevertheless, these are deep wounds. You still need time to heal and to process these painful memories. While there may not be the option of resolution or restitution, deep reflection on your grief, anger, or unhappiness can provide new wisdom and perspective that you need to begin the healing and acceptance process. What's done is done. Now you have the power to manage your thoughts and choose how you want to see yourself. This has been a difficult and undesirable life lesson, but you don't need to carry the pain forever. Your heart will be whole again. Spirit is speaking directly to you. Your heart will be whole again. Learn from this, okay? Learn from this and get the pearls from this, okay? Because in this forms richness of spirit, which leads to richness in everything, honestly. Because you put yourself on this whole different path. You walk in spiritual alignment, and when you walk in spiritual alignment, you're mirroring the cosmos, okay? And in that comes blessings. So many blessings. You gotta believe. You gotta have faith. And Source is saying, I got your back through it all. I got you. I am your safety net. You are walking a tightrope. Yes, you are. You're walking a tightrope right now. But God is your safety net. Your spiritual team is your safety net. You may fall, but He got you. He has you. He's saying, keep on moving. Don't stop. Keep on moving, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to close with some angel cards. Oh, you know what? Spirit is saying to do this card. Your breakthrough is coming. All right? So let's see what breakthrough Spirit is saying is coming for you. All right? I don't know, for some reason I'm not being urged to pull a third card from here. Okay? I'm going to move to breakthrough Spirit is saying. So I'm following Spirit's lead. And that's one thing. Another thing, you know, we got to learn to follow Spirit need. And when you follow Spirit's need, that means that you're being in touch with your intuition, okay? What Spirit is asking you to do. And believe me, when you know, you know. Okay? It's no doubt, y'all. When you know, all right? It's very, very powerful. So let's see what breakthroughs are coming for the collective. Your breakthrough is coming. Spirit, please let us know for the collective what breakthroughs are coming through. And thank you, Spirit, for everything that you revealed to us during this session. Has been optimistic in spirit and lifts us the spirit through the clouds that many of us have been seeing. Having those tower moments. But after tower moments always comes some sort of revelation, whether it's for the good or bad. But it helps us. It helps us. Spirit anything. Okay. So whatever it is you may be embarking on, it may seem like a risk to you, but Spirit is saying the risk is worth the reward. So whoever this is talking to, you know in your spirit what this means. The risk is worth the reward. I know it's speaking to me too. I know what that risk is, and this empowers me right now. It empowers me because I know my spirit team is speaking to me as well. The risk is worth the reward. Okay? Okay. So, oh man, they are speaking to us about fears today. Okay, so when we think about risk, fear kind of comes up, all right? So it's saying, show up scared. Yeah, do it. Show up scared, but you're still doing it, and watch what happens. Watch what happens, okay? So it's saying, show up scared. The risk is worth the reward, all right? Don't doubt yourself. And the wind picks up as I'm saying that now. Don't doubt yourself, okay? Spirit, this is confirmation from Spirit. Do not doubt yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do, Spirit has your back. And it's safe to want more. So whatever you're doing, right, you're showing up scared for, you're taking the risk for, it's safe to want more, because we know in that is being blessed by Spirit. And sometimes most of us of the collective are of humble spirit, and we're like, oh man, getting all these blessings, or you're afraid to ask for more abundance, thinking that it's that you're not being humble in spirit. But in truth, you deserve this. You deserve these blessings. It's okay to want more. Because Spirit knows that when you're blessed with more, you bless other people. Spirit already knows your heart. You know who you are. And Spirit knows who you are. That you operate from a genuine light. That you are a beacon, that you have this light, okay, that you spread to others, and others come to you because of this. They are drawn to you because of this, right? And sometimes we have the tendency, because we're givers, we love to give. It makes us happy. And in giving, sometimes we don't give to us, ourselves. So it's okay to want more, because that's what's going to happen. Anyway, you're going to be blessed with so much, Spirit is saying. So much. And you have to be open to what you're about to receive. And that's your breakthrough. Whatever risk you've taken, whatever, you went through that whole thing of showing up scared. Man, going on stage for the first time and doing spoken words, I was scared. So scared, almost paralyzed with fear. The words couldn't even come out right, okay? But I still showed up for it. And eventually kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. And now when I do spoken words, they just flow. It just flows through me. It's like breathing. So a lot of things you may show up scared for. You think that this is easy? Going on live, talking to people I don't know about things so close to me. Do you think I don't worry about what people think or feel or say, about tarot or oracle cards or whatever? I was raised differently. So I had to combat different belief systems to get to where I am now. You think I didn't show up scared? You don't think I took risks, worrying about how family might feel about the direction I'm going in? It takes a lot. It takes a lot. Coming on here, talking to people, because I've been directed by Spirit to get up and say and do is hard. But I'm doing it. I show up scared, and I'm doing it. I follow what Spirit says. I follow Spirit's lead. And in that, and it's not because of it that I know that I'll get blessings and abundance. It's not because of that. It's because the innate desire in me to do good, to help others, to be there for other people. It's just something in me. It always has been. And I feel that in many of you out there. So Spirit is saying, don't let outside influences stop you. Walk in line with Spirit. Show up scared. Take a risk. Okay? Be that fool. Okay? Take a leap of faith. You know why? Because you have your safety nets. Spirit is saying, I got your back. But if you don't believe Spirit has your back, then you won't get to where you need to, okay? Spirit has outlined ways to continue to be recharged. Ground with nature, okay? Let Earth's natural elements recharge your spirit, because you will feel empty. You will feel drained. But you always have this source coming and coming and coming. The source is always there. Why? Because we're part of the source. When we were created from the ground, the breath of life was given to us from source. So source is within us. And we got to learn and know that and use it, okay? And continue to be the beacon that you are. Show up scared. Keep on keeping on. Keep on moving, okay? It's a message. And you will continue to receive your blessings, okay? So, to close out, we'll do some angel whisper cards. See what your angel numbers are. Pretty much outlined during this whole session was 41, 41, 14, 14, 4. You know, it's been a number here. 3, 3, 3 here. We have some 9s, 9, 9, 5, 5. Are some of the numbers Spirit wanted you to focus on and think, you know, let it give you inspiration, basically. It serves as confirmation for you and whatever it is you need confirmation on. And Spirit is saying that it's this, you know, it's your time. You got to move. You can't be stagnant here. You just can't. Thank you, Spirit, for your direction. And here we have, what do we talk about, y'all? Abundance, right? 888. That's your confirmation. Through all of this introspection, you will receive abundance. 888, confirmation for anybody out there. If you see these numbers, it's your synchronicity, all right? So let me read it. And the wind picks up again at this time. Everything was so still. Each time a point is made, I just been noticing that the wind picks up. It's really beautiful out here, guys, today. So if you can get out in nature, please do today. That's what Spirit's saying. Blessings are here, and more are on the way. Let yourself feel the abundant flow of prosperity that is all around you. As you stand in your highest self, you attract all that you once were seeking. Giving is always the doorway to success. Didn't we talk about us being givers? Huh? Spirit recognizes that. And Spirit is always here for us. We are never alone, okay? He sees, He remembers. Just like in this scripture here. Oh, and I think it was Rachel? Abigail the peacemaker. May you be blessed for your good judgment and for keeping me from bloodshed this day and from avenging myself with my own hands. Okay, so yeah, giving is always the doorway to success, and the affirmation is, the more good I do in the world, the more abundant my life grows. I radiate an energy of loving kindness, and you will be recognized for your kindness. You know what? That's crazy, because usually don't do fortune cookies like that, but I had eaten some food last night from a Chinese buffet, and they had left some. I had left with 2 fortune cookies, right? And they were laying on my dresser, and I opened up one of them, and it says, "You will be appreciated for your kindness," right? So I was like, okay, that's pretty much generalized, right? So here it says, "I radiate an energy of loving kindness." So believe me, Spirit speaks through you through all these signs and synchronicities. Pay attention. Stay awake. Okay? Stay awake. Because we can get so caught up in the ebb and flow of this world that we become blind to the spiritual. We can get caught up so much in the ebb and flow of this world, y'all, that we become blind to the spiritual. Okay? And that's the enemy's plan. They want to make us blind. They want to make us blind to blessings that are sitting right in front of us. All the abundance. This world can get us caught up to be under the clouds and become stagnant, because the truth seekers, the way showers, okay? We have a responsibility here to raise the vibration, all right? And if we're bogged down by clouds of doubt and worry and stagnation, and we don't move, then we're not moving in spiritual alignment. And that's just true, okay? So you are more powerful than you think you are. Do that meditation, recharge, get out in nature, y'all, please. Please, get out in nature. If you can, get out in nature. All right? Recharge. You'll see all the signs and synchronicities around you. All right? It's imperative that you do. Source is here with you, okay? You will receive such abundance in your life. You won't believe it at times, okay? But God is here. Namaste. Okay, guys. So, I don't know what that was. Something about drag a puzzle piece in place. But anyway. So, yes. Love, light, peace, whatever source gives you, accept, okay? You are deserving. You are an angel, okay? You are a light. You are a beacon. Be. Just be. You are a part, yes, you are a rock, but you are part of a mountain, okay? You're a part of a mountain of faith, of love, of joy, of abundance, okay? Just be that and move. Move. Help others. Bless someone else, because, baby, you got blessings coming in. So much abundance coming in. And those who are already living in abundance, y'all remember to continue blessing other people like you have been, okay? Spirit will always be with you, because you are that light and you shine. Namaste, y'all.